About a year ago, I got my Twitter account banned for doing, after Southport attack, I did the hashtag mass deportations or civil war, and then I think I made some enemies because it was doing well. Now, fast forward a year, just before the local elections here in England. Good luck voting tomorrow. Remember, you should vote, you know, even if it's crap, even if all the people are crap, you know, the process is the process. But now, talking about mass deportations is so mainstream. You have a black female leader of the Tories openly talking, exactly, Ralph, openly talking about mass deportations. Now, how it ever got to this point where we had to say that a woman has a vagina and not a cock and balls, and that if people want to be here legally, they have to obey the law and arrive legally, how this became controversial shows you just how far the woke little worm entered our brains and affected us. Anyway, enjoy this very random video. I was going to title it like B-rolls, but it's not really B-rolls. It's getting up to stuff in the countryside and talking about other stuff. Conspiracies. Enjoy. Well, okay, it's a mixed up video today because I've been helping a friend move house, but welcome to this nice high point here, looking over the Ribble Valley. See that image there? Enjoy it. We come around this side. First of all, we've got man enjoying uphill bike ride. You've got land for sale. You've got this Englishman, I guess, working hard on the field there. Behind him, you've got a businessman in a shirt. He's doing a TikTok presentation to a machine. I could just about see some sort of Starlink GoPro setup. And, you know, they might be, who knows what they're building here. But this guy's working hard. Thank you, Ralph. Ralph is terrified. But he's going to go get his social media. He's like, look at me land. I've bought some land. Come and have some land. The views are incredible. Let's invest in the area. The good news is you can just sharpen your machete against the wall, you know, get that nice, you know, is it sharp? Nah, a few more. Maybe a little leather strap would be what he needs really to get the machete going. But as there's a Muslim warrior businessman and he's got his white peon sharpening his machete for him, I am scared now. But we are in the countryside. I'm sure his machete machinations are legitimate. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's machete chopping time, which has a different meaning in Lancashire countryside than it does in Peckham, South London. But it's machete chopping time. Or the boss man says, you know what, Bazza? You've worked hard enough. Here's your 150 quid. Thanks for your efforts. Could you go and chop up some wood over there? He's like, yeah. Faisal, the businessman, saying, you know what, Bazza, you're making me feel a bit uncomfortable now with that. Could you go and wave it around over there, mate? Yeah, no problem. Wait, they're still interacting. Chop it up, mate, come on. I want that much chopped wood. All right, boss. Okay. All right, here we go. Yeah, he's hacking away at it. He's chopping up limbs, getting it. I'm only joking. He's chopping up plants. Oh, someone else is interested as well. Look, someone is like, you know what? Seeing a British Pakistani businessman named Faisal direct an Englishman with a machete in the Lancashire countryside, that is something for my TikTok. Anyway, I think I better end the segment on some sheep. Some barbed wire, and maybe we'll get a nice flaccid Union Jack there. Good morning, 23 degrees already, it's 11:30 a.m. Welcome to Preston Prison. Look at the cells, and you guessed where we are, we're in Preston. And behind the large Victorian red brick walls, I see there's a prison escape underway. That cherry picker, he's not here to pick cherries, he's going to make his way over to the cells, pull some bars out, and next thing you know, one of the inmates has got an electrician's outfit on, got his ID, accreditation, puts a wig on, and out he comes. Why are you all laughing at me? Stranger prison breaks have happened. Oh, and they've got the red lights now going on the big doors. What does that mean? It means a prison break is underway. Oh. Here we go. Enterprise Flexi Rent Lorry. Definitely full of prison breakers. That guy driving in the high vis, 100% a convicted felon who he's figured it out. He's got a clipboard, high vis, cherry picker's got him out, having a great time. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, he's got 2 prisoners out. They're doing well. And I love how the Victorians made it look like a medieval castle. Look. Well, 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 you are now entering an area controlled, PSPO. And it doesn't allow many things, but my viewers will notice, like I'm noticing, it doesn't mention begging. You want to aggressively beg? Take your fill. Back outside the prison gates, just thinking, there was that disgusting Libyan Islamist terrorist whose brother blew up 22 people at the Manchester Arena 7 years ago. The guy, the brother who helped him source the bombs, build the bombs, smuggle the bombs, he's serving 22 life sentences. And just last week, he threw boiling oil over 3 prison guards and proceeded to stab them before he was overpowered. The Beach View, prison guards. My uncle in Brazil was a prison guard, and my God, the stories my uncle has being a prison guard in Rio. But they need to pay the prison officers a lot more. This will, and also be a bit more selective. You'll get more applicants. You've got to pay them a lot more. Have bigger, stronger male staff, big, strong guys with good brains. Pay them a lot more, and that will stop them being tempted by the inmates offering them money for drugs, for favors, for corruption. If you don't want corrupt officers, you have to pay them well, especially when committed jihadis are throwing oil on them. You got to get good guys. It's my view. Yeah, grinds my gears. You know, you hear stories. You know, we're meant to live in a civilized nation, civilized first world country. There's the prison. And the story after story, not just here in Britain and America, Canada, Australia, anywhere in the Western world, the prisoners run the jail. The prisoners run the prison. And you're like, wait a second. I thought they were there to be denied of their freedom and to think about their crimes and to be rehabilitated. Why are prison officers allowing prisoners to run the prison? Because they're poorly paid. They don't earn enough for the risks they take, and they get corrupt, just like other poorly paid, low quality. Not saying they're all low quality, of course, but if you pay peanuts, as the saying goes, you get monkeys. Ah, England in the spring. Now with added baby. Yeah. England, you beautiful queen. England, you civilized walled garden. England, you exporter of decency, gentlemanliness, ladyliness to the whole world. What a place. So about to have lunch here at the Aspinall Arms. And, you know, it wasn't rural enough. So the farmer's like telling his sheep, he says, hey, the best grass is down by the river, guys. And here they are. And I love the sheep. They just look like such intelligent, mature, you know, deep thinkers, really. Like, look at this guy here. He's not following the herd. Are you, Rupert? Or whatever we name sheep. Oh, I think he's had enough, this guy. He's getting the rubber dinghy ready to leave. So look what happens when you give the lefties at the Environment Agency power. It's a sunny, hot day, and the advice is against swimming. Not allowed. And I'm going to show you guys the river in a minute. My advice would be, if you can swim, get in. Okay, welcome to a different location. We're not at the Aspinall Arms anymore looking at sheep. We're in Clitheroe, and At its deepest point, the water is 7 inches. Far too deep for any good swimmer, so listen to the crazy commies at the Environment Agency and you'd best stay away. I mean, look at that. That might be 8 inches deep there. Far too bad. Thanks, Ralph. Appreciate that. Well now, the plot thickens. Thank you very much for your big views and everything on yesterday's video where I had to kick a man, but we also explored the Spain and Portugal. And initially it looked like France, but not France. Bit of Belgium, bit of Andorra. Anyway, today, as of this morning, this is the day after Spain and Portugal, the entire Metrolink tram system in Manchester is out via power outages. And I'm like, how bizarre. What a coincidence. A few hours after Spain and Portugal, they can't get it back up and running. Could someone shush? Don't shoot the dog. Shush the dog. It's always people with yappy little doggies, isn't it? And they don't shut. Anyway, quick. One day, about a year ago, I looked out my window. I almost felt like slapping this person really hard. It's like 6 in the morning. 6 in the morning in the summertime, trying to sleep. And massive dog commotion outside my window. And similar to the yappies, just yap, yap, yap. 2 women talking, yap, yap, yap. So I opened the window as bleary-eyed and as polite as I could. And I said, oh, just checking that everything's okay. The lady's, oh, what do you mean? I said, oh, you know, with the dogs barking. And then the lady kind of like goes, dogs bark, that's what they do. Is there a problem? And I took my most Buddhist, don't react, Charlie. Don't press the nuclear bomb button. Don't kill the whole world. Just. Usually I wouldn't be annoyed by a yapping dog. I'm going to continue this once the dog stops. Charlie, don't go back over there. It's a couple. The man is, well, confused. The woman is obese. And they're not telling off their yappy dog. And I'm just full of adrenaline and rage. Anyway. Barbecue on the table, anyone? Barbecue on the table? Anyway. They didn't learn off that one. Maybe over here. Anyone? Barbecue on the table, anyone? Just put the little disposable tray straight onto the plastic table. What can go wrong? You didn't learn, did you? No? At all? Yeah. If it yaps one more time, a few more yaps, I'm gonna press the button. Yeah, say no more. So where was I? So the Quango, the government agency, national grid type, national energy type people have investigated, and there were attacks and anomalies and strange things happening to Britain's electricity system just before Spain and Portugal went down. So my tinfoil hat wearing on my slap head yesterday, alien invasion, Russians, North Koreans, who knows, but I don't think we're getting told the full story because they want to keep you calm, keep you turning up at your job, keep you paying tax. What first rule of running a farm, don't let the cows panic, don't let the cows get anxious, they produce less milk. Would my fellow countryside, river, farmy type people agree that there's maybe too much nutrition in this river for this algae bloom? Yeah, I'd say it's yeah, well, I don't know, fertilizer, manure, other chemicals. But it's looking a bit too green. A little bit of green is nice, but it's looking too green. Well, it's good to know not everyone in the river is an asshole today. Heron's just hanging out, looking for fish, doing his long neck thing, twitching every now and again. Hero heron.